The Songs of the Civil War will continue with Kathy.
The Civil War helped tell the story of this important part of American history, just as that superb series of Ken Burns did. This public television station has a commitment to quality programming about our country and the events that have shaped what it is today. Right now, I'd like to invite you to become an active supporter of this station and help shape its future programs. You can do that by calling the phone number on your screen and pledging a generous financial contribution. Your support now will help ensure this station's ability to continue to broadcast the best in quality television. It will signal the value you place on what this station brings to you and your family. So give their volunteers a call right now. It'll be the best investment you've made in a long time. Thanks very much.
I don't think I've ever been prouder to work at the public television station in Central Washington than I was during this last year when we had the series The Civil War on, and now this evening we have this beautiful special, The Songs of the Civil War. As everybody in the show has said, and Kathy Mattea just said, this was such an important part of our history as a nation. It shaped so many things that happened afterwards that it's an integral part of our history, and it's so important to learn of that and to look back and reflect upon the importance and the power of that time period. And this series, as well as the Civil War series, has done a magnificent job of bringing it home to us. When Judy Collins just now sang the Battle Hymn of the Republic, every time I hear that, it just kind of gives me goosebumps and gets the tears going in my eyes, because it just strikes a chord. And I know that it probably strikes that same chord in you, because we're hearing the phones ring right now, and that makes us feel really good. We have a goal to reach tonight that we've sort of set for ourselves of $5,000 to raise here at KYVE to help defray our costs at the end of our fiscal year. And in order to do that, we need you to go to your phones and call now. Call 457-3100, or if you're out of the direct dialing area, please call 1-800-345-KYVE. Pledge your support to KYVE. Tell us that you appreciate the songs of the Civil War, that you were moved by the music that you heard so far in this segment that we've just had on. We have much more of the program to come. There's many more singers coming up and musicians coming up with beautiful, beautiful renditions of the music from that era. And I know that it will move you, and that you will want to go to the phone and make that pledge of support. It's so important. I just can't stress the importance. And once again, as I've told you in the past, that as program manager here at the station, when you call in your support for a certain program that we're airing at that time, that lets me know that this is the kind of programming that you want to hear, that you want to have coming into your home and would like to see again and again. And I need to know that. So if this is something that's touching you tonight, moving you, I hope it's moving you towards your telephone. Please do that. Please go right now and make that call and pledge your support at whatever level is comfortable for your budget. And if you do call in your pledge of support this evening, we have some thank you gifts, and Barbara Greco and Lee McClanahan from KUTI KXWD, there I did it again, are in the studio with me, and they'd like to share with you.
I think it's just a little echo. As Diane and others have already said so well, the Civil War is certainly an important time in our history. Not only 3 million fought, over 600,000 died in the war, but it also yielded some of the most important music, songs like Battle Hymn of the Republic, The Yellow Rose of Texas, Aura Lee. I think you would probably know better. I think an Elvis Presley song was based on Aura Lee. It was truly an important time in our history, and music was very important in those days. The songs reflected the ravages of war. The spirituals were uplifting in that they spoke about freedom. There were songs that the great marches and that were to bolster the courage of soldiers both north and south, and we can hear that tonight thanks to programs such as the Songs of the Civil War right here on KYVE. But these programs, like any other program that you see, do not come cheap, and it's important that you go to your telephone right now and call the number you see on the screen, 457-3100. If you are in any one of the outlying areas, Ellensburg, we haven't heard from Cle Elum or Roseland or Prosser or Sunnyside. We've been getting most of the Yakima calls, we need to hear from you folks in the Lower Valley. Go to the phone and use the 800 number, 1-800-345-KYVE. We have some people we want to thank for contributing during the last break. Ruth Blind from Yakima called in. Isa Means from Yakima, thank you very much. Mildred Schlacht from Yakima. Lillian Butler, a great friend of KYVE from Yakima. Mrs. Clyde Wood from Yakima. Let's hear from some of you Kittitas and Lower Valley people. And Lee, what do we have for them when they call in?
We have a whole lot. If you enjoyed the music from the special, the documentary, The Civil War, you will definitely want one of these for your collection. For a $60, $5 a month contribution, $60 a year, you'll receive the original soundtrack recording on cassette. If you have a CD player, you can get the CD from the original soundtrack, The Civil War, for a $120 contribution. That's $10 a month. We can automatically take that out of your checking account, MasterCard, Visa. We can do it anyway. These are just two of the great premiums. Of course, we have the beautiful T-shirt that Barbie's wearing here, the Charlie McAllister's T-shirt. That for a $60, $5 a month. But it's not just the amount of money that you pledge, it's the fact that you do pledge. Whether it's a basic membership of $36 or a senior or student membership of $20, whatever your budget will allow will help our budget. We all got to work on budgets, and it's a nasty thing. We can't just be free-flowing with our money.
Right.
But we need your assistance. Whatever you can spare would greatly help us to continue to provide the kind of program that you're seeing tonight. Coming up yet, we still have more music with Hoyt Axton and a great raft of stars that are going to perform music from the Civil War period. We need your support, though, right now to help continuing programming of this quality for you, whether it's the music programs or whether the science programs, the literature programs, the great dramas that you see only on your public television station. It all takes money to buy this program. It takes money to buy light bulbs. It takes money to buy equipment, to continue to provide you with the quality service, the dependable signal that you receive from your public television station. It's not just the lights and the cameras and the things that are here in the studio, but the equipment at the transmitter site, which goes out, then we're totally out there and we can't serve you at all. We need your help. Your funds can help us to continue to provide the service that you've become accustomed to for the last 22 years from your, and I can't stress that enough, your public television station, KYVE. Right, Barb?
Lee, there's only one phone.
Only one phone?
This is,
Heavens, Sandy's sitting there twiddling her fingers. Somebody call, quick!
This is an important series.
Am I getting carried away or what?
This is an important series, and it costs money, and it's a brand new series. It's special. It's not a repeat. This is the first time it's been seen in Central Washington, and I hope that it is as important to you to watch as it has been exciting for us to bring it to you.
Sandy got a phone call.
Oh, we've got two phones busy. Could we get two more? As Jeff would say, could we fill up the phone bank before we go back?
I'm not going to cry like Jeff,
It's
though.
getting pretty close. We only have a matter of seconds before we go back and hear the composer of Ashokan Farewell perform. We have one phone left, and we'll go back to the program.
It's kind of like the sound of a cash register. It just keeps ringing and ringing.
Look, the phones are busy.
All phones are busy right now, but that is not a reason for you to stop calling 457-3100.
We'll be
Long
here.
distance, please. Even when we start the programming, you can sit there and dial it up. You can watch the program and out of the corner of your ear, talk to us on the phone. We want to hear from you right now. It's 457-3100. Call us, call us a long distance, the 800 number. If you lived outside the direct dial area, call us on the 800 number. KYVE-TV, Channel 47, Yakima is your public television station. We're going to get back to the program. Give us a call right now, won't you please?
We'll be waiting.
On top what Hoyt Axton just said, he said it so eloquently. We need for you to go to your phones right now and call in your pledge of support to KYVE. We come to you about 3 times every year with our pledge campaigns, which are not our favorite things to do, but it's a necessity. All of us have budgets to deal with, and KYVE has a budget to deal with too. And you can help our budget. All you need to do is go to your phone right now on your way to the bathroom or to the kitchen to get your snack, or I guess it is about dinner time, or maybe just a little bit after, or if you're going to get that next cold drink out of the refrigerator, before you do that, stop at your telephone and make your pledge of support to KYVE. This program is so wonderful. All of us down here tonight have been watching it and just loving the music. It's beautiful. I don't have enough adjectives to describe the music that we're hearing this evening. I had watched this program when we found out that we were going to have it available for this pledge campaign. I had watched it just to see what it was like, because I didn't think anything could be as good as the Civil War, the series. And yes, this is a different program than the series was, but it certainly is as powerful and emotional as the Civil War series was. And I hope it's touching you as it's been touching us this evening, and that you will find it in your heart and in your pocketbook to give a little out of your budget to KYVE to help us meet expenses, because we do have those. Most corporations have salaries as their biggest expense. KYVE does not. Programming is our #1 cost, and I believe that this program that we're watching this evening is proof of that. The production value is outstanding, the music outstanding, the range of talent is wonderful, and I know that many of those singers have a lot of fans in this area, especially because I know that country and western and that type of music is big in the Yakima Valley as well as the Lower Valley and the Kittitas Valley. So if you're enjoying it, we urge you to call. We have a group of volunteers this evening from KUTI, KXDD, yay! Who are waiting with bated breath to take your phone calls. And it's so easy. All you have to do is call the numbers you see on your screen, 457-3100. If you're out of the direct dialing area, call 1-800-345-KYVE. Let us know how much this program means to you. Translate the emotional value into a dollar value, and let KYVE know that we're doing something that is important to you. No phones are ringing. I don't know what to say to you folks. If you're watching this program and it's not tugging at your heartstrings, I don't know why, because it certainly is tugging ours, and it's certainly a valuable piece of programming, and it has all the right elements. So please get to your phone, call right now, 457-3100, 1-800-345-KYVE, and let one of our volunteers take your pledge. They were just saying a minute ago, for a good pledge, call one of these wonderful volunteers right now. In the studio with me this evening is Lee McClanahan, it's easy for me to say, and Barbara Greco, and they have a few words to share with you about premiums that are available if you call at the $60 level or above. Barb?
Certainly do.
Well, I hope we can think of the right words to say, because the phones are real quiet during this break, which we didn't really expect after the performances that you just saw. The programming that you're going to get on television anywhere, on a commercial station or a cable channel, is not going to get any better than what you've just seen tonight. The performers that are performing, many of them were unseen voices on the series The Civil War, are not going to get any better than what you're seeing tonight. And I don't know if we're not saying hitting on the right buzzwords to motivate you to go to the telephone. The programming speaks for itself, and it should tell you, I am worth something. I need for you to go to the telephone and make that call, 457-3100. If you're anywhere in Ellensburg, any one of the Lower Valley communities, up in Wenatchee, where we're now seen on a regular basis, please use the 800 number, 1-800-345-KYVE, and make that call so we can read your name during the next break. Let the programming that you've seen speak loudly, and let us know that this is the type of programming you want to continue. Lee, we have some thank yous during the last break.
Yes, we do. We want to thank Mary Hart for her contribution. Thank you very much, Mary. We want to thank Homer Wallace for a contribution to Channel 47. Loves Lawrence Welk. Well, thank you, Homer. My good friend Jim Newbill, who's a history professor here at YBC. Thank you very much, Jim. I know you're a big fan of the Civil War. You were just recently took a trip back there, didn't you? And really enjoyed it. Catherine Kelly. I want to thank Catherine for her contribution. Charles Schwartz. Barbara and Mike Diaz.
From Sunnyside. So we're getting to the Lower Valley.
All right. I want to thank all of you. There's another one from Sunnyside. That one's from Outlook.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your pledge. We need to have those phones ringing. Call 457-3100. If you live outside the direct dial area, you can call 1-800-345-KYVE-TV. Pick up the phone and make that call now. Make that pledge. offer to help Channel 47, your public television station, to create more programming, to be able to buy the kind of programming that you want to see. We got some great
We
deals, right,
do.
Barb?
We have a goal tonight that we have to reach, and that's $5,000. We're a little over $1,000 toward that goal, and so if this will be an incentive to get you to go to make that call, so be it. For a pledge of $60, that is how much if they pay on the installment plan, $5 a month, you get a tape of the Civil War. And this is not the songs of the Civil War now, please understand. This is the series of Civil War. This has all of those haunting laments and wonderful melodies, and especially a Shokin farewell. For a $120 pledge, we have a CD of the same recording, the same music, and it is worthwhile. It is worth making that call, 457-3100, 1-800-345-KYVE. Won't you go to the phone and call now? The size of your pledge is not important. What is important is that you do make the pledge.
If you haven't made a pledge, too, in a while, your subscription to Focus is about to run out.
That's right.
So if you haven't made a pledge since last year, this time, if August is the time that you always make your pledge, then call in your pledge right now, tonight, so you can make sure to continue to receive Focus, bringing you up to date with all of the great programming coming up. Rocky and Bullwinkle's coming up on the 25th.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, we got to watch Rocky and Bullwinkle.
We do not have one phone call.
I know.
Have we taken a pledge during
Everybody
this
must
break?
be watching Rocky and
We
Bullwinkle.
have not taken one pledge during this
Well,
break.
pick up the phone and give us a call at 457-3100 right now.
And stay
What
tuned.
can we do to entice you? Well, we could send a yak that's not well to your house. That might work. We're going to get back to the Civil War music right here at Channel 47.
It just keeps getting better and better. Make that call, won't you?